This most happy day, I found myself reflecting about where we've been and where we're headed. I still remember what it was like meeting you for the first time at age 18, when you and Jesse came to my dorm room freshman year in college. We were all goofy teenagers with a penchant for introspection and Coors Light. I also remember what it was like to have a huge crush on you and to feel totally embarrassed because my crush was obvious. I didn't want to be rejected or to mess up our friendship. I came up with one semi-elaborate scheme to sway your feelings towards me by trying to appeal to your intellect. I had you edit one of my English papers that I knew was already really well written. I wanted you to have a glimpse at my vast knowledge of African American literature, plus I made you cookies to sweeten the deal. It didn't appear to work at the time. The next year my heart shriveled, much like a raisin in the sun. When you said you felt like you were in love for the first time with a girl you met abroad in England. All in all, however, I felt extremely lucky to have you in my life in any capacity. Fast forward a couple of lovelorn years, and I knew you were undoubtedly the one for me during an epic karaoke night when we held hands under the table and sang a killer duet of Love Shack. I knew then and there that there was nobody else I could have more fun with, and most importantly, there was nobody else that I could totally be myself with, and thankfully you felt the same way. Over the years, we've grown closer with time, and my love for you has continued to deepen. I feel so incredibly fortunate to be with such a kind and wonderful man. There are too many great qualities about you to list, but here are some of my personal favorites. How empathetic you are to all beings, whether human, furry, or feathered. How verbose and funny you are. The easy way you can strike up a conversation with anyone. Your musical talent and taste. Your car dancing, though semi-reckless. Your laugh that makes me laugh, and how sweet, attentive, and snuggle you are. It is impossible for me to describe the levels on which we connect. I feel like we see the world the same way, and you can always tell what I'm thinking before I speak. And there's a little more. Okay. Nothing would make me happier than spending the rest of my life with you. I know we'll encounter difficult times over the years, but I'm confident that we will continue to grow together as a couple. I'm completely overjoyed to become your wife today in front of all of our loved ones. I would like to end with a quote from Abigail Adams in a letter to John Adams written in 1782. While this letter was written 200 years before we were born, it eloquently expresses my sentiment towards you. My dearest friend, should I draw you the picture of my heart, it would be what I hope you still would love, though it contained nothing new, the early possession you obtained there, and the absolute power you have ever maintained over it, leaves not the smallest space unoccupied. I look back to the early days of our acquaintance and friendship, as to the days of love and innocence, and with an indescribable pleasure, I've seen near a score of years roll over our heads, with an affection heightened and improved by time.
Chris has something he'd like to say too. Becca, when we first met, your unparalleled sense of humor instantly drew me to you. I had never met a girl that so keenly appreciated the comic genius of the movie Dumb and Dumber, or that could do such an impeccable impression of Chewbacca. Moreover, I could tell right away that you were kind, thoughtful, and a genuine person. As we spent more time together and became closer friends, others would tease me and ask me why we weren't dating. I would say, we're just friends, to which they would respond, right. I remember one of numerous letters I wrote to you while I was in England, included a map of the world, and a line drawn from England to Oregon, with a big frowny face in the middle. My friend Paul, seeing this letter and hearing my admonition that we were just friends, raised an eyebrow and said, "Are you sure about that?" Or rather, are you sure about that? In short, I was in the middle before I knew it had begun. The night I knew I was falling for you was when we karaoke Love Shack together at El Presidente in Corvallis. To this day, it symbolizes one of my favorite parts about you. You are so much fun to be around. I love how you see the magnificence in life's details. Feel empathy for all sentient beings and can find even the oddest of Earth's creatures cute. You are a beautiful, loving person who lives heart first. You are intelligent, perceptive, compassionate, and endlessly selfless. You laugh with me, sing with me, snuggle cats and chickens with me, travel, watch movies, go to concerts, hike, cook, and philosophize with me. You have championed me in all my endeavors and comforted me when life is a little too overwhelming. You have shown me more beauty in the world. In the world than I ever would have seen on my own. Also, you have amazing dance moves. More than anything, you truly understand me and love me for exactly who I am, warts and all. You are the love of my life. If I know anything about what love is,